that the text was meant for Madison.
What'd you lie about?
The text message, the food, Tiffany. All right.
So what was it?
Connection I had with Madison. What?
Go hook up with my friend, I guess.
I'm not trying to hook up with your friend. She asked me questions daily.
Got
You
it.
never ask questions. I lied. You just asked me, and I'm owning up to it.
After you just put me down, but got it. Thank you for that.
Help me understand this, because it doesn't feel like a heartfelt apology at all.
He wanted to walk by me too, and I'm like, do you have something to say to me?
So at this point, he's talked to Alan.
Correct.
But he walks by you and still doesn't have this conversation with you?
Correct. David had told Alan.
Okay.
Alan loses it. He's punching walls. So like at that point, the whole house is basically knows what's going on.
Camille's up.
Yeah, Camille like
All of the
from the
things.
bed.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then Alan leaves, and I just happen to be standing there like waiting for him. And he tries to walk by, and I'm like, do you have something to say? Like, are you really just gonna walk by me and not? No one has even told me that what I thought was accurate besides Alan.
Wow. So how do you feel during this conversation with David?
Well, it feels to me he's just trying to blow me off. Like I'm like an annoying gnat. Like that's what it felt like in the moment. He was like, well, Madison asked me questions, so that's why this happened. Like it was.
I would say I think I was like lingering in some bathroom somewhere at this point, like just hanging out.
So
like,
did you hear any part of this conversation
I
in
did.
real time?
I heard that part. Yes,
Okay.
I heard that whole conversation. But like I ended up talking to David afterwards. Then I'm like you obviously owe her an apology for the big overarching issue. But that wasn't cool too either. So I did kind of like talk to him about that. But I definitely heard all that, and I had to gather him a little bit.
Well,
on that
I'm glad that somebody spoke truth to him, because, you know, part of being a good friend is also telling your friends when you're tripping.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of this exchange?
It's dismissive. I mean, even from an astrological standpoint, like this is like the shadowy energy of like duality with his
Gemini.
With his Gemini moon, where it's like I say one thing but do another, and you can feel that his ego is just like, and he just doesn't want anything to do with it. He wants to go now live his life with his new person, and the show's not over. You hadn't had a conversation with your wife.
That's the thing. Like, why not have that conversation with her? So how do you feel now that the truth is finally out? Where do you go from here?
There's a lot of things that I'm still wondering that I don't know. Like, how long has this been going on? There's no way that because they were caught, they're like, oh, we like each other today, starting today. But again, like, I do feel validated because I was right. Like, and that feels good in a sense that, like, I wasn't making these things up and just, like, stirring up drama and, like, making unnecessary drama. There was truth to, like, what I was feeling.
Yeah. I hate that you had to go through this, but I've seen you learn such beautiful lessons in this process.
Yeah.
So even though this isn't a love match for you, you know, it's going to make it that much clearer so that you can identify your person when you see them.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Michelle and Camille, thank you so much for chatting with me about tonight's episode. I really appreciate it. I really, really do.